Live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's, for your next Maine adventure, will begin shortly.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage, sponsored by Rennie's, starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. We are in the middle of a beautiful stretch of weather. This is about as good as it gets. Hope everybody's having a nice night. Thanks for joining us tonight on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever you are tonight. Thanks for joining us. It's Thursday night, of course. Time for that Rennie's forecast. Taking us into the weekend. Looks pretty good. We should be near 80 tomorrow, 70 Saturday, Sunday. I think 80s make an appearance next week as well. So as we head deeper into September, it's going to get warmer. And I do not see any organized rain in the forecast at any time soon. So here we go. This is really a September to remember here. Let's take a look at what we have for the next 3 days. Let's start you out with the 3-day forecast. Let me get my head out of the way. There it is. I think we're near 80, both coast and inland tomorrow, mid to, in some cases, upper 70s Saturday. Sunday, full sunshine. Sunday looks great. Temps will be in the 70s. And if that's not warm enough for you next week, I think there will be spots that make it into the 80s. In fact, some mid 80s, not going to rule that out. That is a possibility away from an ocean influence for probably, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday of next week. Hey, well, let's take a look at our awesome sunset. We're in pre-7 p.m. sunsets right now. We had a little ribbon of clouds move in late in the day. I see a little smoke on the horizon there. It was more prominent during the morning hours today, so that was kind of cool to see. Nice little sunset right there. This is the scene from the New England Outdoor Center Star Cam this morning. The Aurora Borealis was visible. As soon as we get rid of these clouds tonight, I think we have a decent shot of seeing the aurora tonight as well. Last check, the KP index was at 6.6. It's not quite as high as it was in that event we had earlier in the summer. The KP index went to a 9, but 6.6 is pretty respectable. So if we get rid of the clouds, I think we have a pretty good shot at seeing the aurora. Of course, this is a long exposure camera, so this is not how you would see the aurora with the naked eye. But let's actually look at that time lapse again. This is between 4 and 5 o'clock this morning. So this is very early in the day today. Kind of cool to see that from the New England Outdoor Center Star Cam. You can check that out online at neoc.com. And that is looking north right toward Mount Katahdin. And again, that was early this morning. Maybe we'll get a chance to see it tonight. We'll see. This is the scene. Actually, this is the smoke forecast. We've had that hazy sky at times today, particularly in the morning. And the thicker smoke is indicated by the yellows and oranges. That's 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So we'll probably get another smoky sunrise tomorrow, but the thicker smoke is starting to move out between 7 and 10,000 feet in elevation. That will move out during the afternoon. So we'll still have it overhead. Might give sort of a sky a milky appearance, especially when you look toward the horizon. But I do not anticipate that to be a big deal. All right, it's getting my train of thought here messed up. Let's start you off with tonight's forecast. Lows will bottom out in the 40s and 50s. So things are pretty quiet tonight. It's not quite as cool as the last several nights. And high temperatures tomorrow look more representative of July or August rather than mid-September. It's September 13th tomorrow. And we will be in the low 80s for some areas. Looked up the stats through today. September is running the least amount of rainfall, driest, if you will, since 1983. How about that? 41 years. It's hard to believe 1983 was 41 years ago, but we're running the driest in 41 years in Portland. There you go. We haven't had much rain. Things are quiet on the satellite. A little bit of ground clutter showing up on the radar right in there. We have a little ribbon of clouds. Those will be moving out. You know what? Let's widen this out a little bit more. We have this big bubble of high pressure that is in place. So this is amazing. We had high that was hanging out over us, big ridge of high pressure right over us last week. And it weakens, slowly pulls away, and then another one just gets stronger. What happens is the jet stream is doing something like this. Let me see if I can draw it. So we have a big ridge in the jet stream. That's what gives us that high pressure center over us, and that's allows for sinking air. Air sinks, of course. When air rises, that's when you get the clouds and the rain, sometimes snow. But high pressure is, the air is sinking on us, so that's why we have the clear sky. Another item worthy of note: this is now post-tropical cyclone Francine, and this has nowhere to go. I mean, picture this is like a little cork kind of bobbing around in an ocean or maybe a stream or something. So it's trying to make its way north, but it's hitting this big high, has nowhere to go. So it's just going to sit there and spin. Big blocking high is in place. Next week, we'll have to keep an eye on what's happening down here. I think there'll be a little storm that tries to form down off the Carolina coast, and that bears watching. But that high in place should help keep all that moisture to our south. Still worth watching, though. Notice how the high stays strong. There's not much happening here in the Northeast, and all the action is west, south, and east of us. I mean, this is phenomenal. It's been a long time since we've had a September like this. This big ridge of high pressure has parked itself right over us. That's how the jet stream is configured into next week. That's Thursday of next week. Wow, look at that. So, yeah, we're looking at that high hanging around, keeping things quiet in our region and keeping most, if not all, the storms off to our south. Now, tomorrow, I think it's partly to mostly sunny. We'll start in the 50s. Afternoon highs should make it into the upper 70s and low 80s. Best chance for maybe an isolated shower. That's it. Maybe an isolated shower will be in this region right here. You head over inland areas, you might get a quick shower. I mean, real quick. This is not going to be a big deal at all. And then on Saturday, it's kind of more of the same, but different temperatures. It's going to be in the 70s. I think low to mid 70s at the coast, mid to upper 70s inland. And there'll be a few clouds mixing in during the afternoon. Best chance for shower well inland, particularly there in New Hampshire. Sunday's one of those days we could go the entire day without seeing a cloud. Temperatures that day will be in the 70s once again. So near 80 tomorrow, 70s over the weekend, and then we're probably talking about temps returning into the 80s next week. Lows tonight, upper 40s inland, 50s at the coastline. We have some clouds out there. My hope is the clouds depart so we can get a chance to see the aurora tonight. The clouds should be moving out by midnight, 1 a.m. That's my hope. Then tomorrow, we're back in the upper 70s, low 80s. Looks to be another great looking day. Not very representative of mid-September, but we will take it. It's 7-day. Looks good, right? Near 80 tomorrow, 70s over the weekend. Coastal forecast here at the, a lot of folks are saying, hey, Charlie, can we go to the beach this weekend? Yeah, I mean, mid-70s at the beach, low to mid-70s. But inland areas will be warmer. I feel pretty confident that you get away from an ocean influence, you'll be a little bit warmer, and that will be true next week as well. I think there will be some sea breezes that kick in, so inland towns will probably make it into the 80s next week. That's the way it looks. And we'll have to keep an eye on some of that mischief off to our south. Right now, I think most, if not all of it, is going to stay to our south until maybe next weekend. We'll see how that plays out. We're talking the weekend of the 21st, 22nd. At the very least, there'll probably be a front that tries to get through that weekend there. All right. I hope I answered everyone's questions. Let's see here if I can pop this up. We'll kind of leave it at that. And we will be heading into another nice looking Friday. Oh, Hannah said, hey, Hannah, what's happening? I did not even know that this Saturday's Open Lighthouse Day. Yes, good day for Open Lighthouse Day. At the coastline, low to mid 70s. So, Hannah, great to hear from you. And you'll have onshore winds there. So it looks great. So, just keep a light jacket handy. Maybe a sweatshirt late in the day. But should be a great day. All right. Suzanne loves the temps. Is the wildfire smoke returning? Yes. Wildfire smoke is returning in the morning. Let's go back to that graphic I just used here, Justin. Oh, there's the aurora. There it is right there. So right in there. Yeah. So the smoke probably gets a little bit thicker into the morning tomorrow. So, interesting sunrises. You get that, the sunshine dot, the sunny dot on the eastern horizon in the morning. And the smoke looks a little thicker as most of it drifts south and east during the afternoon. That's about 3 p.m. So, Justin, I hope I answered that question for you. For the smoke. So today had that look. I woke up this morning, looked out the window, said, oh, there it is. There's that wildfire smoke. It's back. All right. Let's leave it at that tonight. All right, folks. Thanks for joining us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you're joining us this evening. And I hope everybody has a great Friday and a great weekend. No big storms in sight here, so let's just roll with it. It's the other end of it. We're going to pay the price at some point. All right, take care, everyone.
Live, interactive CBS 13 and Fox 23 Weather Authority coverage for your next Maine adventure has been sponsored by Rennie's.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Make sure to stay connected with CBS 13 and Fox 23 on air, online, and through these social channels. Thank you for watching.